Authenticity is congruence between your inner and outer world. If your outer world doesn't look like a reflection of your inner world, that's a good sign that you're living out of alignment with your inner truth. And it's important to understand that you're only as authentic as your consciousness allows. You might believe that you're being authentic, but you're really operating based on a lot of unhealed aspects of yourself and unexamined beliefs. If you've never done self reflection or any type of healing work, you very likely understand yourself and are showing up in the world based on your karma and your life experience, which on one level, it is true to your experience, but it's not based on an authentic knowing of self that can only be found within, and it can only be found after doing a lot of deep excavation work. So that was an example of believing you're being authentic, but it's really from like this limited understanding of self and what authenticity is. Another way to think about it is that you have become aware and now you know you're not being authentic with others. That's a pretty standard experience when you're going through a spiritual awakening. So you become aware that something doesn't feel right about the people that you're around or how you express yourself around them. But you know, or you don't know how to change it now because you really created a life around this persona, and all your relationships are based on you being and acting a certain way. And the interesting thing is that you all need each other to show up in this certain way in order for you to relate in your dynamic. Reflection, healing, making new choices, and courage, having a lot of courage, they're all required in order to shift these inner and outer dynamics, but it really starts from within. So as you heal and you peel back layer after layer of these protective measures that you've placed around yourself from whatever hurt you have experienced, the deeper you go within yourself and the more that you learn about who you really are beyond beyond the reflection and the projections of other people, your authenticity can only be found within. It's not something that the world is going to give you. You have to go on a journey to really discover what is real for you. And you were closest to your authenticity when you were a child. So there will be clues if you really reflect back on yourself at those younger ages. And becoming authentic it's really a process. And it's important to find a community of people who are also healing and who are also doing personal growth work so that you can really support one another and practice showing up in new ways that feel true and reflect your inner world. And I believe that's really where fulfillment will come from, this alignment and congruence between your inner and outer world. So, how can you be more authentic today?